Hi, I'm Dina Tobin from Dina Tobin and Associates. Welcome back to another episode of The Artist Story with Diana Riesco-Lind from Lima, Peru. And where we have the happy experience today to see one of her beautiful embroideries. And Diana's going to tell us a little bit about it and how she came to create this beautiful embroidery.
Yeah, hello, Dina. This piece is, well, it's a small piece. I do different medias and I do also a little bit larger embroideries, but this is something that I was working on. It comes from, in embroidery, I wanted to start working on stories of the family. Of my family. My family was, well, it was constructed by migration like most families. And so this is the image of my grandmother and my grandfather. My grandfather was Swedish that came to the last century, beginning of the last century. He came to the Amazon part of Peru and met my grandmother. So the image comes from an old photography, a black and white photography that they're in the airport in Pucallpa. What was the older airport in Pucallpa? And so the image was in black and white. What colors would be probably the ones that the image was actually on. I tried to look for old-fashioned dresses that would have this similar cut. And so I imagined, like, my grandmother now has these blue dresses, and I thought that probably that dress would have been blue. So a little bit of investigation and asking around in the family. So what you see it's sort of freestyle embroidery, and freestyle embroidery is usually, they call it when it's mixed stitches, but also, like, for example, her dress is a cloth and it has stitches on top.
Oh, I see. Okay.
She's with a little
Hat.
Hat, and well, the hat is embroidered on top. And I also use different types of stitches. So these type of are three-dimensional stitches, like they pop out. Some of them pop out. And these, everything is, a lot of it has texture and it comes all the way to the sides of the piece, right? So this piece is meant to be like on an acrylic frame, probably. I'll probably put it in an acrylic frame so it's more like a box, some type of box. So it has, like, it can, if you see, like, it has different, it gives it different textures. And I use different types of threads to give the different textures and the different feel to different areas. Usually,
really?
like,
It's really incredible because it looks, I mean, I'm seeing it through a video, but it looks like a painting, the way the
thank you.
come together.
At the end, you use a lot of different threads and different colors to make it look more natural, or to make things I use usually more texture in front, so it makes it feel like the perspective is more present, like things that are closer to you pop up a little bit more.
And do you do like a drawing first? You mentioned you had a photograph to work from, but do you sketch it out first before you start?
I usually, I have a photo that is the base of this piece. But then when I do sketches, I usually, like, lay out the composition. So I would put maybe the rectangle that the whole thing is going to be on, horizontal line, and maybe like just structures like rectangles, and maybe I would do this part not totally finished in the sketch, just how much of this area will have maybe vegetation or something like that. The initial piece was not with this, with the branches or anything. That I first did the whole background and everything, and then I decided that since we are in the Amazon part of Peru, maybe it would be interesting to actually have vegetation up close, not only in the background. So then these are added in later on. So it is a piece that it's not totally decided from the beginning, right? It's not an imitation exactly from the photo because it was black and white. So it has like this process of a little bit of investigation of how would it have been, what was it really, what colors would have been present there. But the photo is as reference, and then I add in the different textures or different details like the leaves and everything that have come in later. Mm-hmm. So it's a work in progress till the end. Like don't know, I don't know exactly from the beginning how it's going to end totally.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing it with us. And thank you for joining us today. And just a reminder again, where can we find your art online?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, online you can find me in Riesco-Lind.com, and also I'm on Facebook and Instagram is the places where I put more information. Mm-hmm.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.